and good evening. My name is Allison Moses, and today I will be presenting my informative speech on Italian cuisine, Americans' Italian food. What is true, authentic Italian cuisine compared to what Americans' depiction of Italian cuisine really is? Italian cuisine culinary history reaches back as far as the 1st century BC, over 2,000 years ago, during the Roman Empire. And after the fall of the Roman Empire, Italy underwent a state of separate individuality within the country, hence developing their own tradition that was picked up from the different diverse backgrounds that landed there. Beginning with Greek culture during the Roman Empire, with Roman ships importing different wines, spices, and other ingredients. Other spices and ingredients that were shipped in came far as China. According to Cuisine, the history of Italian food. But when you think of Italian food today, what do you think of? Do you think of pizza, pasta, or do you think of wine and cheese? I wonder what the average American consider authentic Italian cuisine. So I polled 10 random people, and here are my results. And as you can see, pizza was number 1, followed by pasta and then sauce. So let's start with that number 1 pick, pizza, which Americans consider Italian's cuisine. With Americans consuming an average of 350 slices per second, it's no wonder pizza ranked number 1. But the question is it Italian? No. With the base of pizza being a yeasted flatbread with a wide range of ingredients baked on top, makes it an ancient Greek invention. According to Spinoza, the origin of pizza. What gave Italian flair was the introduction of mozzarella and tomatoes, which didn't happen until the late 18th century. Considered street food until the king and queen visited Naples, a city of southern Italy, and after putting mozzarella, red tomatoes, and green basil, which ironically just so happened to be the colors of the Italian flag. She loved it so much, they named that pizza topping combination after the queen. You might have heard of it, Margherita Pizza. Our next highest thought of Italian food, what for Americans, is pasta. Of course, when was the last time you stepped into authentic Italian cuisine establishment and the menu was not full and overwhelming of pasta options? But the question is it Italian? No. According to PBS.org, uncovered the history of pasta, noodles was introduced to the Italian cuisine way back in Asian descendants during the 13th century. It is believed that specifically Central Asia was the first area to produce noodles, and it traveled westward. It is then the Mediterraneans refined the process, and durum wheat became the main ingredient for pasta flour because of the gluten content that expanded the shelf life. And with the warm Mediterranean climate of Italy and the abundance of fresh vegetables and herbs, with tomatoes emerging as a favorite to base millions of different sauces from, and during the late 19th century, with many Italians immigrants relocating to America, mostly from Naples, pasta became common and popular food in America. Spaghetti, anyone? Think about it. Have you ever heard of these? Bruschetta, risotto, and all foods we only heard of but enjoy, and yet when we talk about Italian foods, cuisine, almost never talk about. These never come up, but these are considered of solely authentic Italian foods. Pizza and pasta that are, with no arguments from me, delicious, but were only made iconic by Italian flair. But if it was not for Greek and Asian original thoughts and influences, there will be no foods to create and make iconic. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I'm Allison Moses. Thank you and good night.